Welcome to the 22nd graduation for Family Partnership Charter School. I am Dr. Jessica Parker, the principal of Family Partnership Charter School. I invite you all to stand for the national anthem led by our Family Partnership Charter School students.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Family Partnership students. You may be seated. Good evening, parents, families, friends, and graduates of the class of 2020. I tell new families all the time, homeschooling is hard. It is not the easy option. It is the harder one. Creating lesson plans, purchasing curriculum, grading work, and balancing complex schedules. And still, your family has chosen a path that fostered your greatest talents and ultimately allowed you to achieve your maximum potential. This graduation is a celebration of your family's success as much as it is a celebration of your own. Graduates, as you are surrounded by your family, I want you to pause and take a moment for you to thank your family for the sacrifice they have made to choose homeschooling and create an educational journey for you like none other. Now I address the graduates, the victors in a generation of survivors. Born during 9/11, braving the Great Alaskan Earthquake, and now conquering COVID. Looking back, you will tell your children and grandchildren about 2020, the year you graduated high school in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. How you're stuck at home, away from your friends, as your celebratory senior trips were canceled, and you were unable to walk across the stage at your graduation. But you will also tell them how appreciative you are for the opportunities that you have now, a familiar proverb among your parents and grandparents, because each generation past has experienced their own set of hardships, and yet they too have come away with lessons learned. Lessons such as what really matters in life, the depth of your courage, and how to be compassionate towards others. With every setback comes a story of perseverance, and that story is your strength to prevail over whatever trials may come your way. Be proud of your story. We are counting on you to steer us and become our future leaders. Family Partnership, Class of 2020, this is your moment. We rely on you to lead the way. I am happy to introduce our first talent of the evening, Hannah Utic, as she presents her vocal solo, Dream Small, by Josh Wilson.
It's mama singing songs about the Lord. It's daddy spending family time with worlds as he cannot afford. These simple moments change the world. to pastor at a tiny little church. 40 years of loving for the broken and the hurt. These simple moments change the world. Dream small, don't buy the lie, you've gotta do it all. Just let Jesus use you where you are, one day at a time, and live well, loving God and others as yourself. Find little ways where only you can help. With His great love, one tiny rock can make a giant fall. And dream small. It's visiting your neighbor down the street, or dancing on Friday with your little sibling. These simple moments change the world. Of course, there's nothing wrong with bigger dreams. Just don't miss the minutes on your way to bigger things, no. 'Cause these simple moments change the world. So dream small, don't buy the lie, you've gotta do it all. Just let Jesus use you where you are, one day at a time, and live well, loving God and others as yourself. Find little ways where only you can help. With His great love, one tiny rock can make a giant fall. So dream small. Keep loving, keep serving, keep listening, keep learning, keep praying, keep hoping, keep seeking, keep searching. Out of the small things, watch them grow bigger. God who does all things makes oceans from rivers. So dream small, don't buy the lie, you've gotta do it all. Just let Jesus use you where you are, one day at a time, live well, loving God and others as yourself. Find little ways where only you can help. With His great love, one tiny rock can make a giant fall. Yeah, 5 loaves and 2 fish can feed them all. So dream small, dream small.
Thank you, Hannah. Now I would like to invite my colleague, Happy Chronister, to the podium to help me honor the following students with the President's Education Award.
We would now like to honor students for receiving the President's Education Award. They will receive a signed letter from the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and the Honorable Governor Mike Dunleavy, congratulating the high academic achievement and effort put forth. The following students have shown excellence in their academics, earning a GPA of a 3.0 to 3.49. These students have earned the President's Education Silver Award. Wyatt Alexander, Isaac Baca, Ashley Barth, James Batten, Michael Brown, Annalise Freeman, Abigail Gilroy, Annika Hanni, Jade Humphreys, Ravyn Humphreys, Sarah Jackson, Charity Mullikin, Jamison Mullikin, Leon Ophium, Navid Ramanian, Elora Sieglar, Seth Tadashi, and Erica Ward. In honor of their achievement of earning a GPA of 3.5 to 4.0, these students have earned the President's Educational Gold Award. Carlos Ayala, Andrew Belmore, Zion Bennett, Brooke Branson, Nadiri Brooks, Theodore Chau, Gillian Craig, Callie Day, John Egbejimba, Alana Evans, Andrew Hamilton, Connor Homan, Rangel Krukenberg, Deborah Lane Hayes, Hannah Marcellus, Moriah Parker, Andrew Ramsey, Sophia Randall, Stone Ruble, Hannah Utic, Alexandria Van Tuyl, Caitlyn Wetzel, and Luke Zimmerman.
Thank you, Happy. Our school is very grateful for the partnership we enjoy with the University of Alaska. The UA Scholar Award is presented to the top 10% of all graduating seniors from Alaska high schools. It is a $12,000 scholarship to any of the 15 universities of Alaska campuses. The UA Scholars Award continues to keep Alaska's top high school graduates in state while continuing their education at the University of Alaska. They represent all the corners of the state and serve as ambassadors between their community and the university. The following students were selected from this graduating class based on their academic achievements: Zion Bennett, Theodore Chau, Gillian Craig, Hannah Marcellus, Moriah Parker, Hannah Utic, and Caitlyn Wetzel. Congratulations, graduates, on this scholarship, and a heartfelt thank you to the University of Alaska for recognizing and supporting great academic achievement throughout our state. Each year, we feature our UA scholars as our guest speakers. Help me welcome our first speaker, UA scholar and valedictorian, Hannah Marcellus. Hannah has been awarded a 4-year Army ROTC scholarship to Liberty University. She plans on attending Liberty in the fall, studying pre-law, leading to a commission as a second lieutenant with a desire to be branched into the Judge Advocate General Corps in the Army after finishing law school. Hannah is a leader in our school, serving as a student APC board member, a National Honor Society member, and UA scholar. I present our valedictorian, Hannah Marcellus.
Good evening, friends, families, and graduates of 2020. Isolation, division, suspicion. Suddenly gone is an athlete's last chance to finally reach their goals, to get that personal record, or at long last qualify for state. No longer will a senior have a chance to gather with friends at prom. Abruptly ended is a well-anticipated senior trip. And a graduation someone had imagined for years isn't quite what they had hoped for. That is our today. Often in times of crisis, any good in the world can seem to get drowned out by overwhelming fear and negativity. But I'm not here today to dwell on the grim. Rather, I wish to focus on a word: gratitude. A word which in itself can ironically be taken for granted. Now I know you're thinking this is going down the road of, oh, just be grateful you can still, you fill in the blank. And while that does have its own merit, I posit this. No, be grateful for what we have lost, not for the fact that we lost it, but for those times when we had our freedoms, comforts, and normalities of life. Why? Because I believe true gratitude is not passive, but rather inspires action. And if you realize what is precious around you, it won't so easily slip from your grasp. Be so unabashedly grateful for what we have temporarily lost as to ensure we never lose it again. That is what the word entails. Rochelle Goodrich said every once in a while, God allows you to stub your toe as a kind reminder to be grateful for the miraculous body attached to it. So let's not have to stub our toe. Let's not need to have another crisis in order to realize all that we have. Go, be vigilant to safeguard those freedoms you cherish. Guard them from being taken without reason in the future. But what about the circumstances where there must be sacrifice? Gratefulness, in its truest form, isn't only a defense, but in many ways, gratitude can also combat regret. You won't have regretted the times when you had everything because you cherished it to the fullest. See, gratitude is not idle. It affects how you live your life. A 2006 study published in Behavior Research and Therapy found that Vietnam War veterans with higher levels of gratitude experienced lower rates of post-traumatic stress disorder. Studies have also shown that dopamine and serotonin flood the brain due to gratefulness. And if something so simple can generate chemical reactions in your brain, how is it going to change your approach to life? Will it make you realize that education is a gift to seize, or that the freedom to assemble as you please is one to revel in. And, well, if none of that speaks to you, at least you can look forward to one day in the future having your own "when I was a kid, I had to walk 12 miles to school" story. You will get to tell of the times when Charmin ruled the world and wars for hand sanitizer waged in the aisles of Walmart. Feel free to exaggerate as you please. And now, I've rambled long enough, and at this point I am expected to give a call to action, telling you what to go forth and do. But instead, what I will do is make a promise. A promise to try to the best of my ability to be actively and intentionally grateful. All I can hope is, no matter your endeavors from here forward, is that you will do the same. In the beginning, I listed 3 words: isolation, division, and suspicion. That is our today. Now I will present 3 more: fellowship, unity, and trust. This is what we lost. A hug, the congregation of loved ones celebrating together, a simple handshake, and more. Yes, we lost them, but be grateful we had them to begin with. And rest assured, when we have them again, they will not be wasted. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Next is Theodore Chau. Theo participated in the Youth Education Summit, both at the state and national level. He was elected to be the general attorney at the Boys State, enrolled in the Navy JROTC program at Service High School. He held a rank of chief officer in his senior year. Theo is an example of the beauty of dual enrollment at Family Partnership, being homeschooled while also attending Service High School. He is a UA scholar and among the very top in our senior class, boasting a 3.98 GPA. I present to you Theodore Chau.
Hello everyone, my name is Theodore Chau, and I am a part of the class of 2020. The journey here has been a long one, but I can safely say I have learned much from the endeavor. I thought for a long time about what to talk about, and I settled on discussing the mentality from which one should approach not just school, but life. Throughout my entire high school career, I've seen many individuals collapse, not off their merits and talents, or lack thereof, but instead because of their failure to have a proper attitude. In my experience, there are 3 categories of people: those who succeed in failing, those who succeed to fail, and those who find a happy medium. Those who succeed in failing say, "Oh, I'm already bad at this," or "this situation isn't fair, so there's no use in trying." I've seen countless individuals defeat themselves in this way, long before the problem even gets a chance to. Sun Tzu, a famous Chinese general who wrote The Art of War, said, "To see victory only when it is within the ken of the common herd is not the acme of excellence. There is no excellence in winning when the odds are stacked in your favor. Rather, true greatness comes from defying the odds and surpassing expectations." On the opposite side of the spectrum, there are those who succeed to fail. They find an activity or a subject they have a natural talent in and refine their abilities to become exceptionally adept at it. However, once they reach a suitable level of skill, they become complacent. This type of success is not only detrimental, but it is damaging to the point that no success at all would have been a better alternative. It is better to not succeed than to succeed and be caught up in your own pride. An individual must never stop learning, lest they be left behind by the changing tides of time. In my opinion, I find that the midpoint between those 2 ideologies is where one can find the most success. A student must have confidence in their own skills and the hours of practice behind them, yet also be malleable and willing to change for the better. I must stress that not every individual can be the absolute best at a certain subject, whether it be math, football, or chemistry. However, everyone can be successful in their own way, given time, effort, and an open mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Theodore. Our next speaker is Hannah Utic. As we've said before, Hannah is one of our excelling seniors who is involved in our school, her church, and her community. We could go on extolling her virtues, but see for yourself the type of person she is. A UA scholar, recipient of the Alaska Performance Scholarship and the Principal's Award. Presenting Hannah Utic.
Hi, my name is Hannah Utic, and I have attended Family Partnership since I was 5 years old. While I would like to thank UAA for this scholarship, I believe I have FPCS to thank more. The amazing program and teachers that we have here have truly prepared me for a bright future. So on behalf of the best sponsored teacher out there, Lynetta Marcellus, who I know rolls her eyes at thank you speeches, I'm going to spend the rest of mine thanking those who have meant the most to me. First and foremost, my parents. They have given me the greatest foundation to a successful life by raising me to love the Lord. Without God in my life, I would be on a very different path right now. The second best thing my parents have given me is a homeschool education. Don't get me wrong, it was rough at times, that's for sure. I definitely cried every single night of 9th grade while my mom graded my algebra homework. Yet if they had not made the decision to teach me themselves, I certainly wouldn't have as bright a future as I have now. Some other people who have been some of my greatest influence in life are my church family. I've gone to Victory Christian Center my entire life, nearly a whopping 18 years, so I can truly say that I have grown up there and its people have become my closest family. Our pastor and his wife Connie are two of my greatest role models and have shown me what it means to be a truly great leader. The things that I have learned from them and my other great models there will stay with me for life. I also want to recognize the amazing staff and teachers of FPCS. To the office ladies, thank you for being patient with student government as we bombarded your office. I'm sure Friday mornings were such a highlight for you. And while I had the privilege to spend most of my junior high and high school years under our recent principal, Deanne Carroll, who helped make ours the best in the district, this year I've been completely amazed as what our new principal, Dr. Jessica Parker, has been able to accomplish. While I've only known her for a short time, I have seen her love for the families of our school, and as I have 3 younger siblings enrolled, I am thrilled to see what she will do in the years to come. Lastly, our school has the most amazing teachers out there, and I want to take a second to share some of my favorites. So Mrs. Jackson, I have never met someone who had anything but the highest praise for you and your unforgettable smile. Not to mention those 3rd grade PE classes were the highlight of elementary school. Happy, although you left us last year and all of us seniors are slightly bitter, your dedication to this school, even after retirement, is one of the things that has made our school the best. Not to mention those flower arranging classes. So Teresa Kress, I have never met anyone who cares more for her students than you. You have put up with my uncontrolled laughing moments during student government meetings, asked me how I'm doing when life hasn't treated me the greatest, and taught me valuable lessons that I will never forget. Okay, Lynetta, almost done saying thank you to everyone, but not before I get to you. You have been the greatest sponsor teacher a kid could ask for. I can't tell you how many times I've heard my mom and her friends, quite literally sitting around, bragging about how great you are, how fast you respond to text and emails. Seriously, I could not count the amount of times. So to my fellow seniors, I don't have any great words of wisdom for you, but I can tell you that we've been given the best opportunity a graduate could ask for by being at Family Partnership Charter School. So to Bob, Caitlyn, Mrs. Kress, Mrs. Marcellus, Dr. Parker, and all of our staff, thank you for making these last 13 years the best they could possibly be.
Thank you, Hannah. Our next speaker is Zion Bennett. Zion is a UA scholar and has earned the Seal of Biliteracy in German, and he graduated from the Alaska Railroad Tour Guide Training Program. He has excelled in robotics, earning several awards, including 5th in the First World Robotics Competition, Legislative Award for Robotics, Spirit of Youth Innovator Award, 1st in State Skills USA competition in 2018 and 19, and 3rd in the nation for the Skills USA for Job Skill Demonstration. I am proud to present to you Zion Bennett.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. We are Groot. I'll share a quick analogy to explain why. A perfect environment for plants was created. Yet it left scientists perplexed when immature trees in this perfect environment were falling over. After several months, they realized they had forgotten a crucial element: wind. When a tree is growing up in a perfect environment, the roots do not grow deep or strong, and the wood remains fragile. The tree will be too weak to support itself in its future. It collapses before it can ever reach its true potential and maturity. The root of the problem is that a tree cannot reach its full potential without the influence of wind or opposition. However, when a tree grows in a windy and stormy environment, it will grow reaction or stress wood. As the name suggests, trees grow chemically different, stronger wood and deeper roots as a countermeasure to stress caused by the environment. You see, this is much like our life. If we didn't have challenges in our lives, we wouldn't reach our full potential. Challenges give us the opportunity to create and discover new talents that if we would have never found if everything was perfect. Our class of 2020 definitely has gone through our fair share of challenges. Last year in 2019, the 7.0 earthquake closed multiple schools. Now, a world pandemic shut down all schools and drastically changed our lives. Our past couple years have been full of unexpected twists and turns, and yet we will still continue to have them. An excerpt from a poem called Good Timber perfectly puts this in perspective. The tree that never had to fight for sun and sky and air and light, but stood out in the open plain, and always got its fair share of rain, never became a forest keen, but lived and died a scrubby theme. Good timber does not grow with ease. The stronger the wind, the stronger trees, the further sky, the greater length, the more the storm, the more the strength. By sun and cold, by rain and snow, in trees and men, good timbers grow. Do not look upon these challenges as terrible things. They allow us to branch out in ways we never thought possible. Throughout our future, many choices will be made. Good and bad, smart and dumb. Viewing challenges as learning from experiences to grow from, instead of hindrances, will end up making all the difference. When a door closes, a window opens. I truly believe this with all my heart. In closing, I'll leave you with a few wise words of a poet, Edgar A. Guest. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin, just take off your coat and go to it. Just start into scene as you tackle the theme that cannot be done, and you'll do it.
National Honor Society is a proud tradition of Family Partnership Charter School. We are very pleased to have these NHS senior graduates represent our school. Caitlyn Wetzel, Hannah Utic, Callie Day, and Hannah Marcellus. Congratulations, students.
Thank you, Happy. Now I would like to present the Principal's Award to two very deserving students. The first is Deborah Lane Hayes. Deborah is graduating as a sophomore with 18 college credits to her name. She has always had a drive to overcome obstacles while maintaining a positive attitude. Deborah has received a full ride scholarship with room and board from ANSEP to finish up the remaining 2 years of her undergraduate degree. Her unwavering dedication to academics and pursuit of excellence embodies all that is possible with an education at Family Partnership. The second recipient of the Principal's Award is Hannah Utic. Hannah is very close to our hearts as she has been with Family Partnership since kindergarten. She is a leader in our school, serving as a student APC board member on the National Honor Society and student government. Hannah also excels in piano and has earned 33 college credits during her high school career. Hannah is a frequent volunteer at school-wide events. She is a UA scholar and plans to attend UAA to pursue a degree in political science. Congratulations to both Deborah Lane Hayes and Hannah Utic. And now I'd like to introduce Major Pfeiffer with a scholarship presentation.
On behalf of the United States Army, it is my honor to be here today with Hannah on this special day. I would also like to take this opportunity to present her with a 4-year National Scholarship Award that will pay for all 4 years of her tuition at a college or university of her choosing.
At Family Partnership, we recognize the years of devotion and commitment made by the families of our students. Their invested time of instruction in academics, enrichment, and character have created the graduates that we celebrate here today. As the primary teachers of these students, we encourage our parents to be part of the graduation ceremony by actually giving their students their diploma. We only wish we had a diploma for our parents as well. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'd like to invite Happy Chronister back to the podium for roll call.
Thank you, Dr. Parker. Let the roll call begin. Wyatt Alexander. Wyatt is currently a defense attorney at Anchorage Youth Court. He hopes to earn a bachelor's in business management and a master's of science in applied criminology. Carlos Ayala. This quiet and reserved future businessman regularly practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He loves to cook and walk his feisty pup at the UAA dog park. Isaac Baca. Isaac's current interests lean heavily towards practicing the cello and guitar, playing hockey, exploring the great outdoors, and studying chemistry. He hopes to enter the medical research field. Gabriel Baker. Gabriel is a grateful young man who appreciates all the support he has been given. He enjoys learning languages, learning about different cultures, traveling, drawing, and listening to music. Ashley Barth. Ashley is a talented artist who enjoys horses and their history, working on a farm, and riding. Her other interests include writing fiction and graphic stories on her own as well as with others. James Batten. James loves to draw and bring his creations to life. He desires to learn more about computer animation as well as robotics and artificial intelligence. Andrew Belmore. He loves jazz music and jamming on his guitar. Andrew is pursuing a degree in worship leadership and then a Master's of Divinity at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. Zion Bennett. Zion is a world-class robotics team member who has taken first place twice in Skills USA and earned third place in the nation. He is graduating with the Seal of Biliteracy in German. Brooke Branson. You will never see a person happier than Brooke when she's caring for people, especially children. She hopes to use her love of service by becoming a medical doctor, specializing in neonatology. Nadiri Brooks. Nadiri is an exceptional figure skater and coach who loves volunteering and hanging out with friends. She hopes to earn a degree in anthropology from Hamline University of Minnesota. Michael Brown. Michael is a football player for West who enjoys volunteering at church and in his community. He has earned his Eagle Scout rank in the Boy Scouts. His future plans include a career in welding. Aiden Burton. Aiden is a natural athlete and has always excelled at sports, especially hockey. He enjoys working with his hands and is planning to attend AvTech's welding program in the near future. Theodore Chau. Theodore will be wrestling this fall for the University of Minnesota. He plans to pursue a career as a chiropractor and hopes to invest in the lives of others through coaching in wrestling. Liliana Chanthison. Congratulations to this 2020 graduate. Theodore Chau. Theodore likes learning new things and teaching others. He plans to become a commissioned officer in the military and then become a JAG, a military lawyer. Gillian Craig. Gillian has spent the majority of her life in a dance studio, whether it be taking classes or teaching them. She loves to read and travel. Her lifelong goal and current priority is to see the world. Callie Day. Callie is a pre-professional, award-winning dancer and a former ballet ambassador to China. She sings, dances, acts, and plays competitive soccer. She will major in law and business while dancing at Boise State University. John Egbejimba. John loves fashion, music, video games, and mental math. He played soccer for South High School and for Cook Inlet Soccer Club. Like his father and grandfather, he is pursuing a degree in engineering. Alana Evans. Alana loves to read, nap, travel, and meet new people. As cliche as it sounds, she would like to make the world a better place and leave it better than she found it. Seth Foister. Congratulations to this 2020 graduate. Annalise Freeman. Annalise loves animals and children, and she especially enjoyed her time with the kids at King Tech Preschool. Future plans include a move to California, where she can enjoy new experiences and adventures. Abigail Gilroy. Abigail loves photography, animals, and anything artsy. She plans to work in the trades after graduation. Andrew Hamilton. Andrew is a well-rounded scholar and athlete who participated in football, soccer, wrestling, and track and field. He was on track to graduate with 16 varsity letters before spring sports were interrupted by the quarantine. Annika Hanni. Annika is a driven person with a passion for art and music. She loves to spend time with her family, friends, and dog. She is minoring in art history this fall and aspires to be an art buyer. Connor Homan. Connor enjoys camping, fishing, snowmobiling, and numerous sports such as hockey, soccer, football, skiing, snowboarding, surfing, and baseball. He plans to play junior hockey and collegiate hockey. Jade Humphreys. Jade has a big interest in the medical field. She plans to go to college in Alaska and study pre-med. Then she will go out of state for her final years of optometry school. Ravyn Humphreys. Ravyn loves Alaska and never wants to leave. She's interested in art and forensics. She plans to go into mortician studies and work at a funeral home or become a forensic psychologist. Sarah Jackson. Sarah spent the summer in Cape Verde, Africa, building schools. Every day she wishes she could go back. She loves art and plans to go to college to become an art teacher. Rangel Krukenberg. Rangel has earned the Civilian Marksmanship Program's Distinguished Shooter Award. He does woodworking and has a rustic wooden sign business. He plans to start his own electrical company after finishing apprentice school. Deborah Lane Hayes. Deborah is an early grad who enjoys hunting, fishing, kayaking, camping, and the outdoors. She is crafty and can do Eskimo skin sewing and beading. Her dream is to become a dentist and an oral surgeon. Preston Lanham. Preston enjoys fishing and snowboarding as well as learning new things. He's getting into cars and sports fishing, and he is looking for some kind of work that he will love doing. Hannah Marcellus. Hannah is a volleyball and track athlete who strives for academic excellence. She aspires to reach her goal of becoming President of the United States, but will settle for Supreme Court Justice if the presidency doesn't work out. Denali Marsch. Denali has attended UAA for classes and has been a leader in the statewide Model UN since 2018. He has experienced life-changing loss in his short 18 years, and like his name, he has risen above these events. Charity Mullikin. Charity enjoys playing the piano, hanging out with friends, and spending time exploring outside with a camera in hand. She plans to attend college to pursue a career in veterinary science and marine biology. Jamison Mullikin. Jamison loves art, fishing, hiking, and rock climbing. He plans to attend Christian Life College in Stockton, California this fall, where he will study general ministry. Moriah Parker. Moriah is graduating with 66 college credits. She has earned honors from UAA for her writings and astronomy research. She plans to continue at UAA with studies in business and creative writing. Naveed Rahmanian. Naveed's hobbies include boxing and driving and working on fast cars. His plans for the future include moving to California, where he will pursue a business degree followed by starting his own business. Stone Ruble. Stone earned a spot on the Alaska Rock Gym climbing team and has participated in many out-of-state competitions. He hopes to explore the state of Oregon by attending college there. Congratulations to Mason Shepard, a 2020 grad. Congratulations to his brother, Tyler Shepard. Elora Sieglar. Elora is a very happy soul, always smiling, full of joy, caring, and thoughtful. She is creative and has shared her talent by creating amazing artwork. Madison Squires. Congratulations to this 2020 graduate. Sydney Sura. Sydney is wild at heart and free in spirit. Seth Tadashi. Congratulations to this 2020 graduate. Hannah Utic. Hannah likes all things politics and she likes to keep up with the latest news. She enjoys singing and playing the keyboard for her church. Her favorite pastimes include talking to friends and watching old mystery movies. Alexandria Van Tuyl. Alex loves to draw, dance, and listen to music. She especially enjoys listening to musicals. She plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in art and hopefully become a teacher someday. Erica Ward. Erica has grown in her knowledge and skills through a variety of studies, athletics, and work experience. She is headed to Northern Arizona University, where she will study psychology using her gifts and talents to help others in life. Caitlyn Wetzel. Caitlyn loves photography, hiking, birds, politics, and geology. Her proudest achievement has been the completion of her first novel. This fall, she will attend Liberty University and major in government and/or international relations. Luke Zimmerman. Luke enjoys playing basketball, video games, and electric guitar. He plans to continue working at Moose's Tooth, playing guitar, and recording with Satellite Heart Records.
It is my pleasure tonight to introduce the Anchorage School District Representative, School Board Member Ms. Alicia Hildy, and Superintendent Dr. Dina Bishop. Would the senior class of 2020 please rise for the acceptance of the class? Ms. Hildy and Dr. Bishop, I've examined the records and certify that the class of 2020 has met the graduation requirements or requirements of a certificate of completion. I therefore present to you the class of 2020.
On behalf of the Anchorage School District School Board, I proudly accept the Family Partnership Charter School Class of 2020. Congratulations.
As Superintendent of the Anchorage School District, I accept the class from Family Partnership Charter School, Class of 2020, and I present these students to the school board for graduation. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Family Partnership Charter School Class of 2020.